Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today.
Hey guys, Professor Presbury back with another episode of Hey Professor, the show we talk about everything you want to know about healthcare management and business management. I'm your professor, Professor Javon M.H. Presbury. We're going to do this episode on walking it backwards. Now, what does that mean? Walking it backwards is a phrase where I refer to looking at a job posting or a position that you want that you know is outside of the realm of your capabilities and the realm of your scope right now. But you're basically looking at that job to see what kind of things that you need to have, the kind of qualifications that you need to have, and then you're setting the goal for yourself to have that in the future so you can obtain not that position perhaps, because at that time it'll be gone, but positions that are like that. As I've talked about in the past and talk about pretty consistently, I'm quite literally a student right now as well as being a professor. So one of the things that I like to do and what I have done and continue to do and probably will do for the foreseeable future, like I said, I'll pick a job that I want and I'll just walk it backwards. So I'll break down what that means, but I'll also do a little bit of an add-on at the end of the video to show you what I mean, right? So let's say when I was when I was a student going from my CCS, I would look up coding jobs and say, okay, you know, what kind of jobs are out there and what do you need to have? I've seen lots of jobs that needed you to have your CPC or your CCS. You had to be a part of a HEMA, so I had to make some decisions for myself. I would look up jobs and I would see all kinds of things. Seeing as how coder was the goal I had set for myself, I would look it up. I would say, okay, so for a coding job, you'd have to have your CCS or your CPC. For some of them, you'd have to have your associate's degree. Once I kind of set a baseline, okay, associate's degree with a certification, membership to a HEMA, you know, how many ever years of experience, that's the goal I set for myself. Seeing as that at the time I did not have the education, the certifications, or the background to support that, I would kind of then look at programs that would kind of get me where I needed to go. You know, look up different schools that offered those types of courses and offered my ability to sit for those certifications that I needed. I also did the same thing years later when I wanted to be a director of medical records or HIM director. I would look up what management needed and walk that backwards. What I found in that case was a lot of those positions, had the qualifications, had the things that they need. So it would list something like, say, bachelor's degree, 4 or 5 years of health information management experience, master's degree preferred. And I think that walking it backwards really is a concept and a skill that's good lifelong, but it really applied, I think, at that time to me as a student, but it will also apply to you later on in life. So you may be just starting out and you're going to say, okay, I want to, set a goal for my intermediate, career 5 years from now. I would like to be a medical coder. You pick out that position and then you walk it backwards. You find out what you need to do and then you do it. You want to be management, you do the same thing. And while time has changed, the formula really hasn't changed for me. So, much in the same way, I'll look up, let's say, a revenue cycle job, because that's the area I'm trying to transition more into. And then I'll say, okay, revenue cycle VP, revenue cycle senior director, what do you need for that? Okay, you need, a master's, you need this much years of management experience. Maybe they want you to have a CR, they want you to be, a member of HFMA, they want you to have a master's degree. Maybe they want you to have your certified billing certification, these types of things. And that'll really help you figure out where you want to be. That's why, again, I went back to school. So I could kind of, I'm already in the process, basically, of walking it backwards to get to my goal. So it is a proven step. It's a proven concept and proven formula. And I think where it really helps is for people who maybe just starting out and they really don't know, where they want to be. When you're young, you're in college, and you're not sure what you want to do, it's better to set a goal. That way you can have something to aim for instead of just being nebulous, kind of being very cloudy up in the air, right? You're like, I don't know what I want to do and I don't know how to get there. Set a goal, figure out what they want from you, because a lot of these organizations are going to be very similar, and then just walk it backwards. Okay, guys, this is really the end of this portion. I'm going to do an add-on at the end. So hope you enjoyed this portion, and I think that you'll enjoy the next portion. Thanks. Bye-bye. Guys, Professor Presbury back with the other half of the Walking It Back video. Had to kind of redo it. It's funny, I'm actually kind of sitting in my car, so if you hear a little bit of cross noise, that's what that's from. The original video did not work out very well. People were walking down the street, cars going by, etc. So kind of had to redo it, close my windows, and just try again. So that's what we're doing. We're going to start off in Google, looking up HIM jobs. And like I said, you can do this with any job, essentially. You just pick a job, you click on it, you see what they need you to have, and then you set that as a goal for yourself. College level coursework, CCA, CCS, RHA, RHIT, required. Got it. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff. So basically what you'll do is you'll come look at a job that you want for the future. You'll set that in mind as a goal. And then you'll kind of see what the requirements are with the qualifications, and you'll just basically walk it backwards. You'll set that goal, and you'll kind of obtain those things over time so that you're ready for those kinds of jobs. Gotta tell you the truth, it's not going to be that job, because oftentimes, however long it takes you to get the qualifications, that job that you were hoping for is already gone. But you can get other similar jobs like it. So we're looking again for HIM coding job, associate's degree. Okay, see, and that's what I'm talking about. RHIT probably also tells you that probably need your CCS as well. That's very common. And this is what I did when I was a coder. So basically, proven facts, proven method. I've done that. Let's see, HIM director jobs. I did that as well. Sorry, my spelling, I'm a little cramped in my car, so typing on my keyboard cramped in my car is not really working. HIM director jobs, okay, for Bronx Care. Let's see what they need. 3 to 5 years progressive medical records experience, management experience, I mean. They want you to have your RHIA or your RHIT, wow, your bachelor's or your master's. And that really just gives you an idea. And that tells you what you need to set your goals for. Now, from there, what I would do, like I said, I usually would just start looking up programs that kind of have those requirements and meet those needs. So that way, when I'm done, then I can get those kinds of jobs. And I know it can be frustrating because you're not ready. But, you got to start somewhere so one day you are ready. You can't do anything about what you can't do anything about, right? Again, this is another one, the RHIA, HIM director jobs. And I've done this same thing myself. When I wanted to be management, HIM manager jobs, HIM director jobs. Don't focus too much on this. I got to tell you the truth. I don't know about these as far as the accuracy of the pay, because I was a director, I guess 27 to 250. That's a pretty wide gap. And yeah, I fell in between there. So I guess that is kind of accurate, but only because of the sheer range of that one. Let's see what else they have. HIM director Inspira. I think it's a smaller place, more of like a urgent care situation. RHIA, RHIT, 7 years. Most recent 5 years. Yep. So now let me do one that's a little bit more near and dear to my heart, a little bit closer to what I want, right? And like I said, typing at the same time, really looking for the types of jobs that I had and that I want. This works for all of them, but this also works for things that I haven't done. Maybe you want to be an office manager. Maybe you want to be a healthcare lawyer. You can really walk it backwards in those fields as well. 10 years progressive experience. Got it. Okay. Bachelor's degree in accounting, finance, economics, business, or related field. Right. So basically, they want you to have all of those. So you can really kind of see what the responsibilities are and what you're going to need. Again, this is the kind of stuff that I'm into. Well, when I say I'm into, I mean this is why I'm going back to school, and this is what I've done. I've literally also walked it backwards for myself. So 215 and 225. You can see that's why I'm going back to school, right? Great money. Hybrid position. 401k with 4% matching. Wow, I'm about to click off this video and apply right now. That was a joke. Okay, so you can kind of see what they need. Where's another good one? Memorial Sloan Kettering. I hear that they are great. A great place to work for in New York. Wow, 323. Look at that. 323. This is why I'm going back to school. I cannot say it enough. Education is powerful, and being able to put yourself in those positions to support yourself and others is necessary and is great. Anyway, like I said, it really gives you the ability to see what you need and what the requirements are. Qualifications, associates or bachelor, 3.5, 3 to 5 plus years of healthcare experience. as a mid-size director or manager of everyday cycling. You see what I'm saying? So it really does give you that ability to kind of say, okay, I know now what I need to do. Now I'm going to find out how to do it on my end. So guys, I hope this made sense for you. I hope this was a insightful video. And I like to do a little bit more like this. I like to do like a hybrid to kind of talk, but also show you. I think sometimes those are better. All right, guys, Professor Presbury, that was the end of our video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Intelligence is not enough. Intelligence plus character. That is the true goal of education.